Mystical beginning. This is very Egyptian to me. Nobody else was sent this. Oh, that's a very pretty note. The chorus is just a little bit not bam enough. These Vidbir artists are really keeping me on my toes. I feel like I've already reached my La quota for the day. I switched off, I'll be real. I love a bit of drama. Hey Eurovision fans, the 11 songs for Vidbir, Ukraine's national final, have just been released. We're going to listen, react to all 11, see what we think, and analyse who could potentially win the Vidbir final on February 3rd and represent Ukraine in Eurovision 2024. So, let's keep moving. If you're new here, my name is Tom. I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst and you can find all of this stuff on my Eurovision channel. So we have the 11 songs for the Vidbir final. The format this year was that there were 20 songs who made the shortlist. They did live auditions. 10 of them automatically went to the final and then the other 10 were put up to a public vote. The winner of that was Anka with Palala, which is coming up later. So in total we've got those 11 songs. I haven't heard any of them because the songs have just been released quite quickly, so I haven't got any spoilers, which is really great. And I also haven't heard the song by Anka yet. So I'm going into this completely no idea what's going on. I know that Anka's song was very well received. It won the wildcard vote. But other than that, I have no information. Really excited for Vidbir. It's one of my favorite national finals. I love the quality of music we get, the different variations. The music scene in Ukraine is absolutely incredible. I would say that Ukraine and Italy are the two countries that I associate with sending their best artists. Like when I see Vidbir, I feel like I'm seeing kind of the top tier of Ukrainian acts. I know there's other ones who are probably even better, but I feel like I'm watching the best of Ukraine, and I think that's why they're so high in the rankings, third in the last 10 years. Even if you remove the 23 and 22 result, they're still fourth in the rankings. Ukraine are great at Eurovision because they send quality, so I'm really, really excited for this. The final's happening on February 3rd. I think they're following the same format. There's going to be jury points and then televote points as well. Okay, we're going to go by the running order that is in the actual show. There's no music videos, which is probably good because I don't want to have to deal with visual copyright. Audio copyright, I'm going to distort the audio because I want to comply with copyright rules. If you want to hear the original audio, I'll put that up on my Patreon. So first up is going to be Yaktak singing Lalala. Yaktak was actually recently in Dublin. He did a concert in town. Want to know my secret bang? Really love the graphics this year. Ooh. Ooh, that's a cool start. I think he's quite an up-and-coming performer. I think he's going to be quite big in Ukraine. I'm getting like a mix of a modern and an ethnic feel together. He's a very handsome guy as well. Ooh, it's got a little bit of a slight kind of R&B rap feel as well. Yeah, I think they want to start the show with something that's kind of like good quality, so. Oh, sax coming in. Yeah, this feels different. Like already this sounds like quite unique. I'm getting that Ukrainian flavor. I always find that Ukrainian artists like mix a lot of styles together. They're very good at blending. He's got a very pretty voice as well. I love that dance coming in, that's kind of cool. Chorus, I think the La's a little bit repetitive. I think La is a bit of a Eurovision cliche. But maybe he's doing something during this, maybe he's dancing, maybe something visual is happening. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this bit a lot. He's got a real power in his rap. Are there any lyric translations? Yeah, I like this. It's not super wow, but it's really enjoyable. Great opener to the show. I think I'll probably download this. I don't know if I'd listen to it that much though. Oh, this bit's nice. I'm not as mad about the La bits. These parts are really lovely though. Yeah, I could do without the Las. Everything else I like. Yeah, it's got a very steady construction as well. There's not like massive highs and lows and ramping up towards the end. But that's kind of gives it like a cool slickness. Yeah, some elements that I really, really enjoyed. I loved when he gave his kind of like slightly angsty rap. That was really cool. And then the bits where he was almost like singing, it sounded almost a little bit ethnic. Really, really, really great bits. I just think the La parts were maybe the kind of like instrumental chorus with a bit of Las didn't really like pow me in the way that I kind of expect from Ukraine. I really do expect the Ukrainian song to be really impactful, kind of wow, you know, they live in the top 10. They're often in my top 10 as well. So my expectations are going to be pretty high for this whole selection, let's be real. I still enjoyed that though. I thought it was very good. Very excited for him in the future. I really get the vibes that if he doesn't win this year, he is going to be their representative at some point, unless he gets too big for the competition, because I think he's very up and coming. Okay, second in the draw is Ingret, and she's singing Keeper. Ingret, wanna know my secret bang? Okay, in English. Okay, very different vibe, nice mix up. I do feel like when we get Ukrainian ballad, there's like a seriousness behind it. There's like a little bit more meaning. It feels like there's more thought put into the lyrics. That's a lovely piano coming in. Nice build up so far into a pop drop. A little bit giving me kind of like slightly funereal church vibes. Okay. Oh, that beat coming in was necessary. Giving me a bit of Jerry Heil vibes from last year when God shut the door. Oh, that's a very pretty note. Okay. Oh, yes, lovely. I think that's one unit. We're getting another one of those. I felt that she was going a bit too mopey in the first half, and then she added and jazzed it up, and it really worked for me at the end there. Ooh. Oh, some Ukrainian. Oh, lovely. And this feels like a traditional style of singing. Oh, yeah. It's this same blending. The blending ability of Ukrainians is crazy. Really lovely. I wonder if lyrically this is going to resonate with Ukrainians right now. But yeah, great transformation throughout the song, evolving into something else. Lovely. Oh, so pretty. Oh, that's a gorgeous piano outro. Definitely. Oh, very nice. Very mysterious and ethereal ending. Really, really great way to bookmark the song. Okay, look, I have to admit, I was not really on board at the start there. I felt like the lyrically, we are mothers, we are brides. From what Ukrainians were telling me last year, the kind of public consensus was that they wanted to move a little bit away of the focus from being about the war. That felt a little bit like it was referencing it, which I totally understand. It's obviously something that's extremely important in the country. But a lot of Ukrainians were telling me last year, one of the reasons that they picked Heart of Steel was that it just kind of a little bit more punchy. It was a bit more fighty as opposed to more melancholy. And I was getting those melancholy vibes towards the start a lot there. I like that she mixed it up by kind of bringing in a bit of a beat and then doing some of that traditional singing. Again, like I felt like I was on my toes. I was feeling like it was going to be predictable in the first minute, and then it really mixed up. And then the end of the first half and the end of the song was really, really, really pretty. So don't know if I see like a winning vibe from that, but again, another really, really high quality entry. I would love to have a song of that quality in my national final. I think it's amazing, and this is second in the running order, so presumably it doesn't have too much of a chance. Let's now go to Nazva saying Slavic English, which is a kind of cool title. Maybe we're gonna get something a little bit more fun. Nazva, want to know my secret bang? So I wonder, is this going to be like a bit funnier? It does feel kind of quirky already, and that's beginning. Okay. Okay, I actually kind of like to see a kind of humor song. We haven't seen that in a while in Vidbir. Okay. I like this guy behind him as well with the haircut. I'm not sure which one's singing right now. Okay, so he's kind of making fun of having broken English. Oh, more last. Okay, so I'm guessing maybe they're going to bring some like comedy onto the stage. Wonderful. Okay, I like the sense of humor with this. I love. Okay, so just making fun of someone who's got quite a low level of English. These are the kind of words they know. And it's still got some construction in the song as well. That violin coming is very lovely. And I like the message on this. I think they're also kind of saying like learning English kind of opens you up to the world. So that's like a hit back meaning of it. I hope they mix it up now in the second verse, not using the same kind of jokes again. A little bit of a Slavic bop going on here. I feel like I've already reached my La quota for the day. Now when I've seen the humor aspect of it and they're repeating the same words, it does then fall back a little bit more on the melody, and I don't know if the melody is strong enough to carry it. I really love the spirit of it, and it's great to have something fun and different. I wish they'd use maybe different words in the second chorus there. But yeah, so great to have like a different perspective, kind of making me think a little bit of Verka Serduchka, which was obviously an amazing song with an element of humor in it. This is a humor song, and I really think it's, like you can see, I was smiling a lot in the first half. I think by the time I got to the second half, again, them reusing the words, I think was a little bit of a mistake. I think if they just used different words, they used 10 of them in the first bit, they should have used a different 10 in the second half, and that maybe would have kept it fresher, because I would have been waiting for the second chorus to see, okay, what funny words are they going to say now? Instead, they just repeated the first half, and then it just felt, okay, do I have enough of a song to get me through this second half? Not really. I still really love that as a concept, and I'm so happy it's in the final. So now I'm going to go to Anka. Now this is one of the few songs where I actually know that the public quite likes it, obviously because it won the wildcard. And I saw a lot of people mentioning this on Twitter, saying they think it could win Eurovision. We all have some hyperbole this early in the season. Something's great, say this is going to win. I know people aren't being totally serious, but still good to see that people are excited about this. And the song is only 2 minutes 18, so I wonder if she's going to potentially add into it. Anka, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Ooh. Again, fusion, modern electro with ethnic elements. And her jacket's really gorgeous as well. So many las this year. We're 4 songs in, and 3 of them have got a lot of las. Yeah, this has got like a little bit of a kind of R&B feel to it a little bit. And then, is that a sipilka, or am I getting my Ukrainian instruments wrong again? I think it's a sipilka. Yeah, that lovely mix of that singing with this kind of like city beat is really cool. Lovely. I got a toe tap on. Ooh, nice. Oh, I love that little electronic bubbling that came up. And another mix up, just keeping us on our toes, just really bringing us all over the place on the Ukrainian music scene. Yeah, I can see this one on the wildcard. It feels very rich in its production, a lot of ideas. The ideas are mixed well. They don't sound clunkily put together like a weird Lego. Okay, where's she going now for the last bit? I feel like I wish the song was longer now. She's already stopping after 2 minutes. I feel she could go on now for another 40 seconds of this, and I would totally listen to it. Yeah, wow, why should she lose it? Use the 3 minutes, people, especially if you've got some ideas. Don't stop after 2:20. Maybe she's going to add something in later. I don't think she's going to add in a dance break. That would seem a little bit out of place for that. But yeah, really, really cool. It is this thing that I not expect, but I see a lot in the Ukrainian national final, which is this mix of these gorgeous ethnic elements with this modern sound, and really seamlessly integrated. And it's like, it feels like a representation of the whole country. It's like the traditions and the older generations being fused with the younger generations and modern technology and whatnot, and they fuse together. And I really love that mix. It's really cool and sounds very pleasant as well. I don't think that's winning Eurovision, especially if it's only 2:20. She's missed out 40 seconds of wowness she could have added in, but very much enjoyable. Quality so far is extremely high. Let's go to Drevo saying Endless Chain, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Ooh, another intriguing beginning. Oh, kind of rocky. We don't get too many kind of rocky songs in Vidbir. And that vocal sounds quite strange. It sounds like someone, I can't remember who. Okay, intrigued where this is going, because I don't feel like this is a more standard format for Vidbir songs. So where's he gonna go? All in English so far as well. No las, amazing. These visual graphics, by the way, are really cool. These lines looking like maps, and then this beautiful red and blue line that's moving. Gorgeous. Yeah, I like the perspective this is giving. It's giving a rock feel, which I can't think of the last rock song we had that left an impact on me anyway. Melodically though, it's not ticking enough boxes for me. The other aspect of this is there's so many talented young artists, so this makes me excited for future Vidbirs as well. Yeah, it's missing like an extra melody in the background or something just to elevate it. The chorus is just a little bit not bam enough, and that the hook isn't hooking me enough. Oh, kind of fun ending there actually. Okay, I'm finished. Yeah, again, not using the last 20 seconds of the song either. Yeah, fine. Cool to have the different perspective, but that I don't think that's going to be in my top 5. Okay, next up now we have Alyona, and Jerry Heil. Now, obviously, I know Jerry Heil before. She had her vegan song, and then last year she came, pretty sure Jerry Heil came third. Yeah, Jerry Heil came third, and then Crew came second. I don't remember, it doesn't matter. She was top 3 last year. God Shuts the Door, really, really great song. And then Alyona, I believe, is a very successful female rapper in Ukraine. I don't think she's been in Vidbir before, but apparently she's done duets with like a lot of the artists who have been in Vidbir. So really, really excited to hear this female rap. We know rap has been doing really well recently in Eurovision. Stefania won. Cha 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 came second. There's definitely a place in Eurovision for really good quality, catchy rap with a strong melody. Teresa and Maria, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Ooh, that's a pretty starting. Oh yeah, very, very, very gorgeous beginning. Oh. Okay, lovely. Coming in with that ethnic singing right at the beginning. We've got our beat as well. I got no subtitles, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, nice. That's a lovely beat coming in. Great construction of the song. I'm totally on board so far. I'm excited for Alyona's rap as well. Okay, getting this choral feel as well, giving us a sense of community. A bit of English as well, okay. It's a diva song, love it. Okay, lovely, we're building up now. Getting a slight epic feel, a little bit of a lighter feel. The tension waiting for Alyona to rap is unbearable. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. Yes, come on Alyona, rock my world. Okay, yeah, I like her rapping style. There's a real seriousness behind the song, I like it, intensity. This sounds like a song would be big in America. It's got that gravitas to it. Oh, she's really spitting verses. Okay, yeah, really, really cool. It's hard to take it in because it is so unique. This sounds really different, fresh. Nobody else was done this. And they're building up now. I feel like they're kind of like turning up the gears slowly. And visually, what are they going to bring as well? They're making me very curious. Ooh, a pretty outro. 3 minutes flew by. That's a good sign. Ooh, gorgeous outro by Jerry. I'm very curious now to see how will that grow on me with time, because is that something I'm going to download and listen to a lot? I don't know, but the impression it leaves on me after first listen is that I heard something really unique, different, sounded really well constructed, very expensive, high quality. That comment I was saying about America, what I meant there is this sounds like a song from a top rapper in America with really, really excellent production behind it. So just giving me that thing I was saying earlier about this being like the top artists in Ukraine, it's just getting that luxury, well done feel. I didn't pick out like a super bam melody, which is like, oh my God, I'm going to be obsessed with this. But there were so many different moments that I really enjoyed. I'd very happily sit through that again. I didn't even have any visuals as well. I presume this is going to be elevated even higher. Maybe starting with Jerry on the stage and then Alyona coming in or popping out of a box or something or out of a cake. So yeah, I think there's lots of potential for staging as well, because there's so many different interesting sounds and interesting things that happen. I think that they can have a really interesting show. So definitely my favorite of all of them so far, and we already knew that this was going to be a potential winner. Okay, Next up, we've got Mélovin. Oh, I forgot Mélovin was in this. Mélovin, and he's got a song called Dreamer. So Mélovin, I think, recently just got diagnosed with diabetes. So that was obviously a bit of a shock for him. In any case, he's back. Obviously, he represented them in 2018. I freaking love that song, Under the Ladder. One of my most played, I think my third most played song of the Eurovision finalists that year. Really fantastic performance of him coming out, everything on fire in a coffin. Totally dramatic. I absolutely loved it. So I'm very excited for this. Mélovin, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. And he's singing English. He had a couple of problems with English in 2018. He's gone back to blonde as well. Ooh, mystical beginning. He definitely loves the drama, which I'm into. I love a bit of drama. Ooh, I was getting like an Egyptian feel at the start there. Oh yeah, it's that fusion again, gorgeous. Oh yes. Oh, I'm really liking this so far. Oh damn, Mélovin. Ooh, it's got a real mystery to it that's really delicious. Very difficult to sing this part. Can he pull it off live? Ooh. Dream Lover is a little bit of an awkward word, but okay. I love the tempo, I love the pace, the kind of like energy that he's bringing. Ooh, second chorus, lovely. This is very Egyptian to me. Egyptian, modern Egyptian techno. Oh, that beat. Yes, thank you. Yeah, this is just getting me excited. I think this is on my wavelength. I hope he keeps going now because I really like this beginning. Wow, he's really given himself a difficult thing to sing. Yeah, really, really great. I hope he doesn't lose steam now. I've got 45 seconds left. I want him to really like go bam in the last 45. Oh, I asked for it. I'm a mess, yes. This is a little bit messy, but I like it. I wanted something a little bit like even like more crazy in the last third. Yeah, this is the bit I really enjoy. This bit's lovely. Oh, big long note as well, giving us Natalia Gordienko. Okay, definitely that was the strongest first half for me. I was like, this guy's winning. I was kind of in my head, I was like, okay, he's going to be my number one this year. And then towards the end, I don't know, maybe just losing a tiny bit of steam or not introducing as many new ideas as everyone else, because everyone else kind of had like new ideas coming into the end as well. So look, I still think that's really great, but the standard's really high this year. Everyone's bringing songs that feel like they've got multiple layers, multiple chapters. I wanted the third chapter in that last third, and I feel like I kind of got like half of it, but I wanted a new like heavy beat to come in, or just something to like really set the whole ending off like fireworks. Still really great though. I think that's probably in my top two, that and Alyona Gerha. I don't know if I can pick between them yet. People have already got their my top 11 Vidbir videos out. The songs literally came out an hour ago. Okay, next up we've got Skylerr with 2 R's, and he's saying time is running out. So I assume we're gonna get something a little bit more serious. Oh, Skylerr's a lady. Skylerr, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Another song in English. So we're getting a good mix between Ukrainian and English. Okay, ballady. Very pretty. Oh, okay. Starting in Ukrainian and then into English. Very powerful vocal. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, that's kind of like sultry beat. There's like, it's like elegant beat. Ukrainians are really good at mixing up. The production quality is very interesting and very high quality. I don't know if I like this beat as much. It doesn't sound as clean. Oh, she's ready to fight me. Oh, she's pissed off at me. For some reason I'm imagining her like on a moonlit street singing this. It's giving me that vibe with those like old school street lamps. Obviously quite a severe message. Oh, these Vidbir artists are really keeping me on my toes. These vocal tricks, I wonder how they're going to do that on stage. Are they allowed to use like a vocoding thing or something? Oh, I love that June instrument that came in, but then it's gone already. I did feel like I needed an extra element. I was getting a little bit impatient. Her time was running out as well. She's got 30 seconds left. Okay, this is a good mix-up now. This feels like a climax and into an epilogue. Lovely. That's a really, really high quality ending. Very delicate in the ending, coming back to the start of the song. Wrapping it up. Yeah, really, really pretty there. She lost me in the middle, I'll be honest. I really liked the beginning, giving me those really elegant, sultry vibes, and that ending climax was fantastic. Into the heavy, swooping down into this like nice, soft, placid lake finale. Middle bit, at one point I was thinking, oh, okay, is this going to be over? I was just getting a little bit kind of like, So she's going to have to maybe fill that in with the visuals, have something exciting go on in the middle there, because I felt like it dragged a tiny bit. Still though, really pretty. The quality this year is really, really, really high. Okay, let's go to Ziferblat, which sounds very German to me. And they're saying, place I call home. Wanna know my secret band? 3 chaps. Okay, different feel, bit more like retro. Stop. Some of the artists' English just sounds a little bit clunky. It is noticeable some artists have better English than others. Okay, that's giving me a 90s feel. Let's go for a pop drop. Okay, a little bit more like tender indie feel. Definitely going to stand out in this final. It's a bit different. Better stay at place. Yeah, this isn't massively my cup of tea. I think people enjoy this. It's definitely going to have its fans because it's unique within the final. I'm getting a little bit of a Britpop 90s feel from it. This part in particular. That dum 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 dum. It's pretty, it's nice. It's not some type of thing I would download. Oh, okay. Bit of a mix-up now. Where are they going with this? Kind of trippy electronic. I'm getting alien movie vibes as well. They've really lost me, I'm afraid. It's relaxing and calming, but I switched off, I'll be real. Not to say that there's no place in Eurovision for a calming, relaxing mood, but it depends who's around you. So yeah, like if a song like that goes to Eurovision, it depends what's either side of them. If that song gets sandwiched between a cha-cha-cha and a tattoo, it's gonna just get totally and utterly washed out. Those songs work great when it comes after something like Let 3. So you have this kind of like absolute chaos, very polarizing, and then after that you have something a little bit more classic, a little bit more calm and steady and familiar. And then you have some people who go, okay, I liked that because the contrast between it and Let 3. So there's an if attached to it. If this happens, this can do well, as opposed to some of those other songs which are just great and are just going to do well regardless. So yeah, look, not for me, still good quality, but just of the good quality, that was probably my least favorite so far. Okay, next up we've got Yagody, and they're singing Tsunamia, which I'm going to guess means tsunami. Want to know my secret band? Okay, so it's 4 ladies and a guy, and they look like they're going to give us an ethnic bop. The 2 of them look like sisters as well. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting some white singing. Oh, very full end. Really cool. Very atmospheric beginning. Feeling that like tribal feel. A little bit of Slavic vibes as well. Oh, into a rap. Nice. Mix up. Okay. Pop drop. Okay. I like the concept. I don't know if I'm picking out. Yeah, it's interesting. It feels like I'm learning something about Ukrainian culture. Ooh, Shakis. That came from nowhere. Like Sakis from Greece. Yeah, really gorgeous sounds. Sounds very cultural, rich to me. I'm not picking out that gorgeous melody I need though as well. Oh, is that a harpsichord? Oh, I'm such a sucker for a harpsichord. It sounds like, it doesn't sound like a harpsichord, it sounds like something in the same class. But this is super interesting. Really, really interesting song. Really excited to see what they're going to do on stage as well. Yeah, I'm picking out the melody more now. It is quite lovely. I'm getting more and more on board with this as it goes on. This feels like a wild card this year. It feels very different, quite unpredictable. Okay, really, really, really interesting. I felt like I had a huge cultural experience there, and a lot of people want to tune into Eurovision to see something like that. They feel like they're learning about these kind of like ancient pagan rituals. That's what that sounded to me. I got a little bit of medieval babes as well in that singing style. I think there was a little bit of white singing at the start as well. Really gorgeous ethnic feel. Not the strongest melody at the start. I did notice it more towards the end. A lot of stuff happening. I was finding it hard to find like little gaps to speaking because there was like a lot of stuff going on, which is good. It means that there's like a lot of excitement. Costume wise, it looks like they're going to have something that's very unique and striking. The 5 of them, so there's going to be some movement on the stage. Hopefully we're not going to have a Nevera Lay moment. So yeah, I think this is going to be something very different to everybody else. They're going kind of like full on costume design. Their sound is quite different. We have a lot of other people who've got like this ethnic ancient sound, but these guys are like full in on that. That's their niche, their brand that they're kind of owning. So I can definitely see this having like some big fans. Could it win? I'm not sure. But I would say that's probably one of the ones I'm most excited to see the live show for. Next up, we've got, last up, we've got Nahaba singing Glass. I'm not sure if that's a typo, but there's 3 S's here. Nahaba, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Okay, I assume we're going to end on like a punchy note. Oh yeah. Shummy. A lot of these songs are very good at grabbing you in the first 10 seconds, which is really important. Ooh. Damn. Oh, she's not messing around with that beat at all. Oh, that's thumpy. Into some drum and bass, okay. Very different viewpoint, very unique. Okay, and then softening it into a pretty vocal. Okay. It's definitely feels a bit weird, but I like it. It feels cool weird. Oh, that beat coming in, super bassy as well. It's breaking my earphones. Okay, I hope they have some new ideas towards the end now, other than the drum and bass. Okay, 1 minute left. I feel like the song needs to have a bit of a switch up or a change up. I think this is the guy singing now. He's got a very unusual androgynous voice. Oh, this is less androgynous. Given a lot of aggression now. Ooh, okay. This is a mix-up. Given a bit of grunge. A lot of anger, a lot of angst in this. Feels like it's got a fight in it. Okay. She's left the stage and he's angry and he's on his own. So quite interesting that the first song is dominated by the lady and the second half dominated by the guy. So I wonder, yeah, that staging wise, that's going to be an interesting concept as well. Okay, I think that one, I think I was very intrigued towards the beginning and then I felt it just ran out of steam towards the latter half. And they did do a mix up into him giving that kind of like softer into an angstier, grittier singing part, but I don't know if that was like super wow. It didn't really massively do it for me. towards the end. But definitely a lot of interesting ideas this year. I think the overall tone of the 11 songs is it's quite serious, which is understandable given the current situation in Ukraine now. Nice to have a little bit of a reprieve from that with Nazva doing the Slavic English song. Nice to see a little bit of that Ukrainian humor, and also a little bit of a mix up with Ziferblat, Place I Call Home, also giving us something that's a little bit more kind of like homely, a bit more calmer. Quite a few people fusing modern sounds with ethnic, which they've done impeccably. It sounds really, really good. Just going without looking at the list, the people who stood out to me, Mélovin definitely stood out. Alyona and Jerry Heil stood out as well. The Tsunamia group stood out. Obviously a little bit more recent, but I think just that sound was quite unusual, caught me off guard. I do remember Yaktak as well, even though he was first. When he was, I really enjoyed his rap and also his singing parts as well. Having both those together was really cool. And then the second girl also, I remember having like a gorgeous outro. Ingret. Don't know if I'm like super hyped about Anka as everyone else. Now keep in mind, when people were hyped about Anka, it was in relation to those other semi-final wildcard songs. Okay, so first of all, who do I think is going to win? Well, based just off these studio versions, I would have to imagine that Alyona and Jerry Heil would be the favorites. They got a lot of name recognition. I think both of them are pretty established within the country. They've got a really great song. It's very interesting and it's very dynamic as well, because you have like these two very different women singing in a very different style, so it's going to keep it quite interesting. I think Mélovin, you've got to say, has got a chance as well. Obviously he's already won Vidbir before. Wildcard wise, I think Yaktak is building up a bit of a base. I don't know if he's super established yet. I wonder, could Yagody, would they be like a real wildcard one if they come with some super crazy staging? I think those are probably the three. Ingret maybe, although she's second in the running order, so I think it's going to be quite difficult. Obviously, we're just going to have to wait and see what people are able to bring as a visual package. Usually we have a really incredible show with Vidbir. I'm not sure what's happening this year. Last year, it was in a metro station for security. It still looks super cool. They made the stage look amazing, even in a small space. Ukraine really know how to do production and staging. That is like one of their absolute fortes, and that's one of the reasons that they are ranked third in the rankings in the last 10 years. So I'm expecting a wow show, and then it's just a case of who is going to elevate the most, who's going to bring a story, who's going to make the fusion of all the sounds in their songs make sense on stage, telling a narrative that Ukrainians understand and also foreigners as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I don't feel like there's an obvious winner, so I feel like it's going to be quite competitive. I feel like it's probably going to be between Alyona and Jerry Heil and Mélovin. That would be my guess at this point. Okay, so I'm going to give you my top 10 now, and then I'm also going to give you my top 10 after editing. So let's look at my top 10 based on my first listen, which is this. So I've put Mélovin as my number 1, Alyona, Jerry Heil number 2, Ingret as my number 3, Yaktak 4, Yagody 5. I have to admit now, everyone between 3rd and 7th, I really are a draw. I have to listen a second time. So when I go through my editing, I'll obviously listen to all 5 of those songs again, and then I'll redo it. Everything below that though, I feel quite confident about. From 8 down to 11, I feel that's definitely so. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11 are set in stone. The other ones, we're gonna have to wait and see. Let's have a look at my post-editing rankings now. So no changes at the top. I really do think this battle between Mélovin and Alyona and Jerry Heil will come down to the staging. So I'm going to be watching with a lot of interest the Vidbir final to see which of those two stands out. Yaktak and Yagody going up one place. I think Yaktak's suffering a little bit just from the fact that he was the first song, so a little bit unfortunate with the draw there. But as I mentioned in the video, I've been told that his back catalogue is a bit stronger, so I'm hoping that he will come back in a future year with a much stronger song, more rap, and take the win and represent Ukraine in a future year. Okay, and finally, let's look at the rankings from the community. But yeah, I think those are the same bottom 4. Yeah, so the bottom 4 are the same, so I think there's a little bit of a consensus there. Yaktak in 7th, Ingret in 6th, Skylerr, Mélovin in 4th. Okay, so a little bit of a difference there. He was my first impression number 1. I don't know if he was my after editing number 1. You know, I don't know. Anka in 3rd, Yagody I think is the Tsunamia group, and then Alyona and Jerry Heil. But at this point in time, the favorite to win is Alyona and Jerry Heil, and they've got quite a significant lead. So that would kind of make sense. And actually, it would kind of be nice for Jerry Heil to go because she has been so close twice before and not gone. And I think that she's a really super cool artist, and she obviously really wants to go to Eurovision because she's entered so many times. And you know, I would like Mélovin to go as well, but people might say, okay, well, Mélovin's already gone, Jerry Heil and Alyona haven't. It's also a super interesting mix, just having a female duet. We don't see that often in Eurovision. You know, last year Austria had it, and before that it's Sisters from Germany, and maybe there's a couple others, but it's a really rare group to have on the stage 2 female singers. And the fact that we've got like a more traditional ethnic singer and then a rapper, it's gonna be really interesting for everyone watching, because it's just gonna stand out no matter what. Ukraine's qualification record is not at risk at all. They're gonna keep their 100% qualification. That is absolutely guaranteed. I think there's multiple of these songs that could qualify. Plus we know that Ukraine Elevate was staging, so yeah, well, I'm not I'm not worried about Ukraine qualifying whatsoever. Really interesting national final, really high quality, very good production, very unique sound, bit more serious. In my last video I did Norway, which was much more upbeat, boppy, fun stuff, lots of beats. Each national final has their own culture and identity, and Ukraine right now is very much more the serene, ethnic, fusion, modern. I feel like I'm learning a little bit about Ukrainian history when I listen to Vidbir. Okay, which songs from Vidbir did you like? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below telling me what your favorites are. Who do you want to represent them in Eurovision? Thank you to Corgi and Mum and Rally Truly for supporting me on Buy Me Coffee. No new donations on PayPal, but you can support the channel there too if you want. I'll leave links in the description down below. But as always, thank you so much just for watching. And of course, thank you to all of my wonderful, beautiful patrons from all over the world for patronizing me. On my Patreon channel, you can see the original audio when I do reaction videos, plus some updates about videos I'm working on, and you can be part of our My Eurovision Scoreboard group. So go check that out if you're fan of the channel or a fan of the channel, whichever of those two. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision analysis video very soon. Goodbye. Blah, 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 blah.